Hi, good evening folks, this is Gene from Culinary Episodes, and this evening we're going to be making you a stuffed portobello mushroom. The mushroom's going to be stuffed with zucchini, squash, shallots, plum tomatoes, garlic, and it's going to be topped with breadcrumbs and blue cheese. So let's first show you how to clean the portobello mushroom. The first thing you want to do is kind of peel that stem out. That's no good. Discard that, and then these fins in here too can go. Basically, you just want to kind of, get rid of them like so. And that's pretty much that. So we'll discard those fins. Now we got our mushroom cleaned and ready to go. And basically, this is a squash. I'd already diced one zucchini, but I'm going to show you how to, proper way to dice a squash or zucchini for that matter. Basically, we want to just cut it into planks. Flip it around, cut it into, I guess, individual strips of julienne, thicker julienne. And put it all together and kind of just dice quarter-inch dices. You want to try to keep all your produce that you dice in the same size. That's that. We diced our squash. We're going to do the same with our tomato. Basically like that. Cut the ends off. Discard these ends. And with plum tomatoes, or pretty much for any other tomato with that matter, you want to kind of get rid of the seeds. They really don't do any justice. Kind of just add liquid that you don't need to certain things. So get rid of those seeds, like so. And then on the dice for the tomato, it's basically the same dice as the rest of the produce. Just a quarter-inch kind of dice. It's all matched. Now basically we're going to saute all this, the garlic, the squash, the zucchini, the shallots, the tomato, in a saute pan. Alright, we got our vegetables sauteing here. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to season it with a little salt and pepper. And we're going to hit it with the mother of all herbs, fresh thyme. Basically, you just want to cook this probably for, I'd say, about 5 to 6 minutes. You don't want to get them too soft because we are going to bake it for about 15 minutes. And once we stuff the mushroom. So, all right, now we're going to make our paste here for our, breadcrumbs and olive oil to top our mushroom with. It's basically just about, I'd say, a cup of breadcrumbs to about a quarter cup of olive oil, not even. You just kind of want to see it crumble together like that. You don't want it too wet, but you don't want it dry. That's a pretty good consistency right there. And basically we're just going to use this to sprinkle on top to add another layer of flavor and texture. Alright, we're back and it's been about 5 to 6 minutes here. The vegetables are cooked down, but not too much. Basically with a slotted spoon, we want to kind of just, stuff the mushroom for the most part. You want to be pretty liberal, you know what I mean? You want it to be a nice kind of portion in there, a nice amount of filling. I'd say that's about good for one serving. Now, what you're going to do is take a little breadcrumb and kind of just place it over the top. Not too much, you don't want to overkill it, but just enough to give it a little crunch. And another layer of flavor and texture. Now basically too, I got this oil and juice here left from the vegetables. I want to kind of put that on my roasting pan here. We're using a sizzle platter. You could pretty much use anything you want. And that's it. We're going to just place this beauty right here, like so. And we're going to throw it in a 350 degree oven for about 15 minutes, I'd say. Or until the mushroom's done. You'll see it'll get all tendered up and nice. Alright, and we're back and we got our stuffed mushroom out of the oven. It's been about 15 minutes and you can see it's tender now. The mushroom's cooked itself. And next step in the process is we're going to crumble some blue cheese on top, throw it into the broiler for about a minute just to give it a little brown. Melt the cheese a little bit. Should be pretty good. Kind of Get it on there as you can. Falls off, just put it back on, wherever you want it. It's a fair amount of cheese there. I would take it and throw it under the broiler. This will go pretty quick. You don't want to, you don't want to totally melt the blue cheese. You kind of want to keep it intact, but you want to just melt it a little bit. Alright, we're back and we got our mushroom out of the broiler right now, and as you can see the cheese is melted a little bit, not too much, it's got a little brown on there, but the cheese for the most part is still maintained its integrity. So basically to plate this, we got a little bed of greens here, whatever you want, greens you kind of want, just kind of slap those right on top, and then we have some excess filling that we kind of just want to place around the plate like so. Doesn't really matter how. Just kind of make it somewhat symmetrical if you can. I mean, that's just my opinion, but whatever you think looks nice. So here we go. You got yourself a perfect stuffed mushroom here for a nice dinner party. It's totally vegetarian too, which is a plus if you're feeding a vegetarian. So thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll hope to see you soon. Have a nice night.